I want to be president not because I want to run your lives. I don't want to be president to run your economy, and I don't want to be president to run the world. I want to be president to restore liberty. I want a government that protects your privacy and exposes government secrecy. It's reverse of what we're getting, and this idea is spreading like wildfire, and people love it. And we have allowed our nation to be overtaxed and overregulated and overrun by bureaucrats. The founders would be ashamed of us for what we're putting up with. Delighted that I was invited, and I'm very pleased because I go wherever I'm invited to talk about freedom. That, to me, is the most important thing, along with the emphasis on the Constitution. I believe so strongly that individuals have their rights and their life as a gift from God, and the purpose of government is to protect life and liberty. But I'd also like to extend that if you have the fruits of your labor, I would like you to keep the fruits of your labor as well. And under those conditions, and under a freedom philosophy, and under the Constitution, we would be so much more prosperous because we wouldn't be policing the world. We would be bringing our troops home, and we would take care of our people here at home. A system designed to protect individual liberty will have no punishments for any group and no privileges. Today, I think inner city folks and minorities are punished unfairly in the war on drugs. For instance, blacks make up 14% of those who use drugs, yet 36% of those arrested are blacks, and it ends up that 63% of those who finally end up in prison are blacks. This has to change. We don't have to have more courts and more prisons. We need to repeal the whole war on drugs. It isn't working.
Okay. So here's a story. I will give you 5 questions, and each of these questions you have 15 seconds to answer. First question is, would you end the federal war on drugs?
Yes.
Wow, off to a great start. Freedom for USA, what is your position on the national ID card? Are you for any type of microchip on our people's skins?
Absolutely not. I'm not for any national ID card, and I think it's an atrocious invasion of our privacy.
My 10-year-old daughter said it best. Let's just ask each of them, why do you want to be President of the United States? As an American citizen, why is the presidency your goal?
I want to restore the original intent of the Constitution, which maximizes individual liberty and restrains the government from doing the things that they shouldn't be doing.
Oliver C. Mitt asks, do you use your powers for good or for awesome?
I don't consider myself in the use of power. Hopefully it's more like using influence and trying to explain why freedom works. So that I hope I have a good impact on.
Final question is from Roe Flowers, and the question is, who is Ron Paul?
Well, if I answer that, I'm Ron Paul, a physician who got sick and tired of what I was getting from the government, and I didn't want to drop out, and I didn't want to leave my country, and I used the freedoms that were left to express my opinions and try to change things through a more peaceful manner.
That was 15